The objective of sanitation thrusts of this project is to maintain a high level of cleanliness within the Greater Accra metropolitan area to prevent the outbreak of infectious diseases, protect public health, and the environment. The specific objectives are to promote clean and green environment within the Greater Accra region, enhance effective public cleansing and waste collection at markets, lorry parks, beaches, and green open spaces, promote effective public education and law enforcement on cleanliness. For the guaranteed success and sustainability of these projects, we are employing a collective approach by involving all stakeholders. The tagline, I need you, you need me. You would agree with me that the government has made a lot of gains in the area of sanitation, which has impacted on the health and general well-being of the populace. Notwithstanding, it is quite disheartening to see that these efforts to keep the city clean do not even yield much results because of availability of trucks and logistics. Therefore, the unveiling of these initial 100 trucks out of a 500 will serve as a great boost to our campaign and other similar initiatives across the country. Your Excellency, Honorable Ministers, Nime, Name, ladies and gentlemen, today's program confirms the need for government to continue to engage with the private sector to develop sustainable solutions to national problems. We will continue to partner Zoomlion to provide quality service to our communities, especially within the Greater Accra region. I must, however, quickly add that the citizenry must also play their roles and avoid littering and dumping of refuse indiscriminately. Mr. President, if you permit me, with the collaboration of the Regional Coordinating Council in the Greater Accra, very soon the assemblies will be supported and pass the bylaw which we'll call Operation Clean Your Frontage. Everybody will be responsible for their frontage. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note that all these initiatives and the logistical boosts will not yield the desired results if we do not put in extra efforts to change people's attitudes towards the environment. It is therefore important to engage in constant education, enforcement of our bylaws, and also having all hands on deck. And I must say, Accra indeed will work. Every one of us has a role to play in achieving this. I wish to commend the Jospon Group of Companies and its affiliates for always following trends in waste management globally and providing same level of technology and also providing jobs for the numerous youths seeking for jobs. I'm grateful to you all for the opportunity, and I look forward to working with you all in the Let's Make Accra Work agenda. Let us rise and build together for God and country. I thank you very much, and God bless you all.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister, the Honorable Henry Quartey. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. And so thank you for that warm note of welcome, welcoming us to the city and to her heart. This morning, Mr. President, Honorable Ministers of State, it is my pleasure to give to us the man who has been at the center of providing sustainable, cutting-edge waste management service to Ghana and beyond. Please welcome the Executive Chairman of the Jospon Group of Companies, Dr. Joseph Siang Ejepong.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Honorable Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Honorable Dambuche, Honorable Ambrose Derry, the Minister for Interior, Honorable Henry Korte, Greater Accra Regional Minister, the Member of Council of States, Honorable Ni Ejiri Blankson, Ministers of State here, present here, Your Excellency Richard Mwanza, the Zambia High Commission, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Parliament present, chairmen, members of the Parliamentary Select Committees on Environment, Work and Housing, Local Government and Finance, Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Chief Executives, the representative of the National Chief Imam, the General Secretary of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Alexander Nanaya Okumilabi, the entire apostle, prophet, and pastors here of the Church of Pentecost, clergy and other religious leaders, Nime, Name, CEOs of Absa Bank, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, Omni Basic, and other financial institutions, executive and members of the Environmental Service Providers Association and CONIWAS, market queens, and other stakeholders, hardworking, committed, and dedicated members, management of Jospon Group of Companies, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I thank the Almighty God for His grace and mercy on a day like this. And we should thank all of you for honoring our invitation to this important event aimed at enhancing the collection and haulage of solid waste for improved sanitation. This would not have been possible without the strength of the leadership of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Your Excellency, we are most grateful. We, Jospon Group, are most very grateful and thank you for gracing this occasion. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin by referring to some profound views on leadership by two outstanding American intellectuals. One of them is Reverend Theodore Herzberg. Point out that the very essence of leadership is that you have to have a vision. It is not to be a vision, it must be a vision that you articulate clearly and forcefully on every occasion. The other is Warren Bennis, who declares that leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Your Excellency, the words of both intellectuals evidently define the nature of your leadership. You are not only bold in articulation of your vision, but also you are decisive in transforming into reality. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, words embody the power of creation, as the Bible tells us in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1, that God used words to create the world. What you profess from your heart will surely yield to what you want to benefit. Kindly permit me to repeat the words of Tony Robbins on the essence of words. And I quote, "Throughout human history, our greatest leaders and thinkers have used the power of words to transform our emotions, to enlist us in their causes, and to shape the course of destiny. Words can only create emotions. Words cannot only create emotions. They create actions, and from our actions flow the results of our lives." Unquote. Your Excellency, on 24th April 2017, at a Deba at Jamestown, organized by the English Alata Traditional Council, where you were given the title Ni Kweku Ablade Okuji Aman, which means royal warrior who champions the welfare of his people. You profess the following words, and I quote, The commitment I want to make, and which I want you all to make with me, is that by the time I end my term, Accra is going to be the cleanest city in Africa, unquote. Your Excellency, these words that you stated has given birth to these trucks. And that is what Tony Robbins states, that West has the capacity to transform life, and West can cause to change destiny. Today we are here to commission and unveil 500 trucks. A notable accomplishment is the creation, Your Excellency, is the creation of the Ministry of Sanitation and the Water Resources for the first time in the history of Ghana. This unique move has made issues of sanitation and the environment a critical part of our development agenda. Through the ministry, you created a vehicle for the coherent and sustained implementation of policy decisions on sanitation. I can say without doubt that we in the private sector and in the sanitation sector have benefited immeasurably from your policy and leadership through the Ministry of Sanitation. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, you have also provided sustainable support to the private sector to deliver on quality sanitation services to the people of Ghana. Support has come in a variety of forms, including the encouragement and facilitation of collaborative efforts between local partners and other stakeholders. We, Jospon Group and Zoom Lion, Koniwas and ESPA, and other waste management companies and other institutions in the waste management sector give credence to the conducive business environment that has been created by your government to ensure that there is growth in the sector in spite of challenges posed by COVID-19. In furtherance, your government's agenda includes the vision and leadership of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We have been able to achieve and embark on the following infrastructure projects. In 2018, on this ground, through the leadership of His Excellency, the company unveiled 400 trucks to support the waste management system in Ghana. In 2019, through the leadership of His Excellency, and the West that was stated at Jamestown established the integrated recycling and compost plant at Jamestown. In the year 2020, the completion and the commission of the 1,200-ton Kumasi waste compost and recycling plant was commissioned by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, joined by His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II. The construction of 1,000 cubic per day Kumasi wastewater treatment plant, which was just a fortnight ago commissioned by Honorable Cecilia Abanadapa, is a testimonial of West. Shortcutting and construction of Takoradi Tamale waste treatment plants are also ongoing. As we speak now, construction has started and within 12 months will be completed. The shortcutting and construction of integrated recycling and compost plant in all the 16 regions are ongoing as we speak now. 14 medical waste treatment plants, which was captured in Your Excellency, your State of Nation address, the year 2021, has begun and is under construction. The shortcutting and commission of the thermal wastewater treatment plant, Your Excellency, as I speak now, feasibility studies have been completed and construction is here to begin. This is a testimony and a confirmation of your works. Transport stations of Malam and Ashiaman is ongoing. At present, Your Excellency, Ghana can boast of 41 waste processing plants in this country, of which South Africa, of which Nigeria, and other big countries in Africa do not have it. Therefore, the west of Jamestown, that by the end of your term, Accra will become the cleanest city in Africa. This is West fulfillment, as Tony Robbins attested. 38 of the 41 treatment and processing plants were done, were constructed under your tenure. 38 of them. Before you profess, we have about 5 plants. Now, 38 of them were done by you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I humbly want to crave the indulgence for us to applaud His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for his leadership and the fulfillment. I will humbly pause here and say that West has power to create or to destroy. As leaders and as citizens, we must look at the West that we use. When His Excellency made a statement, that bold statement at Jamestown, it was like a dream. Personally, I said, how can this be achieved? And when I sat down and looked at all these 38 plans, it became like in the Bible in John chapter 2, verse 19, when Jesus told the Jews, pull this temple down, and in 3 days, I'll build it up. The Jews said that it took 46 years for us to put this temple. But how can you do it? But Jesus did it by laying down His life, and on the third day resurrect. West has power to transform. And let's all embrace the vision of the president, support him, and then say good words to encourage him, and we shall be there. Your Excellency, Ghana has emerged strongly from the most adverse of the COVID-19 pandemic to global admiration because you led the nation with fortitude and decisiveness in fight against COVID-19. You emphasized the role of sanitation and led your government to mobilize the private sector and the Ghana Armed Forces and other security agencies to execute the spraying of markets, schools, and most public places. Today, we have built capacity as a company, enough with more equipment of which you can view them, to be able to deal with any emergency of such issues. Your Excellency, the agenda of making Ghana clean is achievable, and I humbly want to say it's achievable. Through the West, and the statement has encouraged Scania, the financial institution, to give funding of 40 million euros to acquire these trucks and give so many years to pay them off. We've also received $10,000 from EcoBank to buy dustbins and distribute dustbins to houses. All this, $10 million from EcoBank, a facility of $10 million from EcoBank to do this. All these are from West of leadership. We also have received $10 million to acquire tricycles. And Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, within the few months, we'll be receiving 5,000 tricycles designed purposely for waste services. Designed purposely for waste services to be distributed to the metropolitan and district assemblies. Your Excellency, all these initiatives made possible by your tremendous support and the partnership of your government with the private sector to make Accra and Ghana the cleanest city and country. We are here today to unveil the 100 state-of-art compacted trucks, and some disinfection equipment, which constitute part of the total 500 trucks expected to arrive in Ghana. And I humbly want to put on record that by 18th June, we will receive 50 of them. By July ending, we'll receive 98 trucks. And then by October to November, we'll receive the remaining 200 trucks. And all this are funded by our partners, Scania and the banks. Your Excellency, I'm happy to announce that these trucks are very modern, and we engage the Ghana Armed Forces Training School to train drivers for defensive driving. 50 of these drivers are women, and one of them will display to your attestation. We believe in the gender balance, and as a company who deals with sanitation, we know how women are very important in the role of sanitation issues. Your Excellency, the world has noticed your tremendous courage to create your own sanitation budget to fund your sanitation-related issues. So the sanitation levy established under the year 2021 budget is the essence of Ghana Beyond Aid. We are all aware that previously sanitation funding are being supported by donor funding. Through your leadership, we now have a sanitation levy. The private sector is encouraged and remains fully committed to the vision. This has resulted in the execution of an MOU between Jospon Group of Companies and MDGS, MD Power. Your Excellency, after the announcement of the sanitation, Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, the Minister of Sanitation Resources, facilitated a company who, by this levy and a dedicated fund attraction, have signed an MOU to construct waste-to-energy plant worth of $70 million. And as I speak to you now, feasibility studies have started and soon will be commenced. As we work towards a clean Ghana, we must all commit to the vision of His Excellency the President. We must also support existing initiatives such as the Environmental Care Campaign by the Church of Pentecost, the Chief Imam's Campaign on Cleanliness, projects on civil society, the graphic communications, and other media partners. We are also pleading with the local authorities, the MMDCs, as earlier reiterated by the Minister of Greater Accra Regional Minister, that clean your operation, clean your frontage. We humbly want to place on record that we have dustbins that we are producing here. We have a plant that produces 400 per hour, and we are trying to see how best to implement it. Ladies and gentlemen, can you humbly imagine a beautiful nation like Ghana, where trees are planted everywhere? And we want to commend the government through the Ministry of Land and Natural Resources of the 5 million trees that are going to be planted. The Church of Pentecost has also embarked on 1 million trees. I humbly want to plead that we all must join hands, because West is achievable. Fellow Ghanaians, my brothers and sisters, let us all embrace the vision to work towards a clean Ghana. We must all commit ourselves to the present vision, and the Lord will make it fulfilled. Thank you very much for your attention. And as I sit down, I'll play that we'll watch a video of the tracks that we are yet to unveil. Thank you, and God richly bless you.
Mr. President, as soon as you were sworn in as president, you indicated your desire to make sanitation and environmental issues a major agenda of your government. You created a ministry for sanitation for the first time in the history of Ghana. And then just months into your first term, you made this profound statement just a few meters away from here, in the heart of Old Accra.
The commitment I want to make is a commitment I want all of us to make. By the end of my term in office as president, Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa. That is where we want to get to.
Straight after that declaration, you put your words into action by supporting the private sector to deliver on quality sanitation services to the people of Ghana. At all special occasions, you continue to reiterate your firm position on sanitation as a cornerstone of your government's agenda.
Last year, I reiterated before you my pledge of improving sanitation in the country and making Accra the cleanest city in Africa by the end of my term. Mr. Speaker, there's been a significant improvement in sanitation, even though I acknowledge more can be done.
Mr. President, Ghana has emerged out of the worst part of the COVID-19 pandemic with such flying colors to global admiration because you led the nation with fortitude and decisiveness. There again, you emphasized on sanitation, and you led your government to mobilize the private sector and the Ghana Armed Forces to provide for the spraying of markets, schools, and most public places. Then you delivered one of the key elements of good sanitation to the people for free at a critical time. You gave free water to the Ghanaian people to facilitate better sanitation practices.
Ghana Water Company Limited and the Electricity Company of Ghana have been directed to ensure the stable supply of water and electricity during this period. In addition, there will be no disconnection of supply. Furthermore, government will absorb the water bills for all Ghanaians for the next 3 months.
Again, towards the end of your first term, and together with your Asante-Hene, you commissioned a massive solid waste treatment plant in Kumasi and a treatment plant in each of the 16 regions. Mr. President, we are happy to report that all 16 plants are at various stages of completion, and when completed, they will all look like this. Mr. President, a few weeks ago, your Minister for Sanitation commissioned a liquid waste treatment plant in Kumasi, and today we are here to begin another major phase in the entire sanitation value chain. This, the first phase of these 500 trucks, will make for swift movement of waste around the cities to rid all our cities of uncleared filth or overflowing dustbins. Mr. President, this has been made possible by your tremendous support and the partnership of your government with the private sector to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. Mr. President, the world has noticed your tremendous courage to create our own sanitation budget to fund the vision. We refer to your decision to establish a sanitation levy under the 2021 budget. That is the essence of Ghana Beyond Aid. The private sector is encouraged and fully committed to the vision. So Nime, Name, distinguished invited guests, Minister for Sanitation Honorable Cecilia Dapa, the Zoom Lion Group, let's have all say Ayiko to the President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Mr. President, continue to lead us into a Ghana Beyond Aid.
A leader of tremendous progress, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, one more time. And how about a resounding round of applause for his partner and brother, the Executive Chairman of the Jospong Group of Company, a man of great wisdom and conviction. We salute you, sir. And so this morning, Mr. President, all that we see here has been achieved on the back of partnership. It is my pleasure to acknowledge with gratitude the overwhelming support of the Scania company, the providers of these trucks. We have with us the managing director, who doubles also as the consular at the Swedish Embassy in Ghana, Mr. Frederick Mosing. Thank you very much for joining us. In his company is the Ghana-Sweden Chamber of Commerce President and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Vanderpoy. A round of applause for them too. And they were instrumental in aiding us to obtain these trucks from Sweden. This morning, it's my pleasure to also acknowledge the support of the Select Committee on Works and Housing, the Select Committee on Finance and Economic Planning, the Select Committee on Sanitation, and the Select Committee on Local Government, Decentralization, and Rural Development. Let's hear it up for our honorable MPs. We salute you. Thank you very much. It is proper that we hear from the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization, and Rural Development. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Honorable Daniel Boche.
Your Excellency, the President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand on the existing protocol. The Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, responsible for the MMDAs, wishes to give assurance to Zoom Lion of its strong support and partnership as part of efforts in achieving the goal of improved environmental health and sanitation in the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. Let me reiterate, the ministry will endeavor to deepen intersectoral collaboration, especially with the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, to ensure that all MMDAs achieve the SDGs related to water and sanitation. We are here to listen to the Minister for Water and Sanitation and His Excellency. So following from the sermon from the Executive Chairman of Jospong on the meaning of words and the power in words, we will say a few words here and say, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I, on behalf of my ministry and the Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies, we do pledge our full cooperation with Zoom Lion to ensure that these state-of-the-art vehicles procured will be fully, properly, and better used in the service of our dear citizens. Thank you very much.
Short, incisive, wise words. We thank you ever so much, the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development. This morning, Mr. President, it's my pleasure to acknowledge all Greater Accra Assembly members, together with all presiding members of the various MMDAs. Let's hear it up for them. Thank you very much. We are here together with the Select Committee on Environment, Science and Technology. We say thank you very much too. It's my pleasure now to invite to speak to us the Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, ladies and gentlemen, the indefatigable, the Honorable Cecilia Abna Dapa.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Member of the Council of State, colleague Ministers of State, Honorable Members of Parliament, the Chairman of Jospon Group of Companies, all stakeholders in sanitation led by ESPA, our religious leaders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, MMDCs, NIME, NAME, Chief Director, and staff of the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, the media, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Mr. President, during your tenure, the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources has continuously pushed your vision of making Ghana clean and healthy so as to develop as a healthy nation. Mr. President, you have personally chaired meetings on sanitation. You have put funds into sanitation. You are the only president I have checked so far around the world that has given free water to all Ghanaians for a whole year. And you continue to do so for the vulnerable in our society. Above all, you have given us a line budget known as the Sanitation Levy, Sanitation and Pollution Levy. These are very laudable achievements, and I must say that you have put your money where your mouth is. Sanitation is so dear to your heart that every time you see the Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, then you remind her of your promise to make Accra the cleanest and Ghana a clean country. Mr. President, since you launched the National Sanitation Campaign in 2017, we've made a lot of interventions. We have launched a 5-year Ghana government-funded 20,000 street litter bins. And so far, we have procured 8,100 litter bins that have been distributed in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, and Tamale. We have also done so to some selected institutions, including GJ, the Army, and the police. We will still pursue the agenda to continue to inculcate good hygienic practices into all of us. Most of these bins have been, I'll say, bastardized, but we will not give up on the Ghanaian. We know that we will all come through to making Accra and our big cities a clean place. through the Greater Accra Sustainable Sanitation and Livelihood Improvement Project, known as GASLIP, funded by GOG and AFDB, motorized tricycles, litter bins, and skip containers have been supplied to all the assemblies in Greater Accra. Also, under the Garrett project, funded by the World Bank, transfer stations and new landfill sites are being built. We are also going to cap existing landfill sites, for instance, the one near Pantan. For the first time in the history of this nation, Mr. President, we have evacuated very, very old heaps of waste all over the country, and number of years that these heaps have been existing. We have continuously undertaken public education on sanitation with emphasis on attitudinal change. There has also been collaboration with the public and private sector media, as well as NGOs, to ensure a cleaner environment. We have also had an excellent working relationship with the stakeholders in the sanitation space, especially with CONIWAS and ESPA. The ministry has also set up the National Task Force on Environmental Sanitation. We have also consolidated, Mr. President, through your instructions, all the bylaws so as to make them more effective. We are also working and sprucing up our documents to take to Cabinet the policy on National Sanitation Authority. Mr. President, we have also encouraged the adding of value to waste. As one said somewhere, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Finally, we will gear towards incineration and doing projects in waste to energy. We have a pilot project going on in the Nwabeja district, and very soon we will have it replicated in other areas. Mr. President, on this note, I want to commend the Zoom Lion group of companies and to also pledge to also work and support the private sector in the sanitation sector. Thank you, Mr. President, for all your support to us in the sanitation and water resources space. Thank you, and God bless us.
If you need something said, you call a man. If you need something done, you certainly need a woman like Ghana's Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. Please, the Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, a resounding round of applause. We thank you for your leadership and healthier Ghana. The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Member of the Council of State, Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Minister for the Interior, Chairperson and members of Parliament Select Committee on Works and Housing, and other members of Parliament, Executive Chairman of Jospon Group of Companies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Nime, Name, Wulome, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks another important milestone in our efforts to address the vexed issue of waste management in Ghana in order to achieve the Clean Ghana agenda. I'm here with you today to unveil 101 waste management trucks and 25 disinfection trucks secured by Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, undoubtedly the biggest company in the waste management industry. These trucks are going to be used to cast waste from our business districts and communities to landfill sites and waste treatment facilities and help in the ongoing disinfection exercise of spaces and institutions that have been rolled out since the onset of COVID-19. It is a clear manifestation of the commitment of progressive elements in the private sector to work with government to deliver quality infrastructure, in this case, addressing the waste management situation in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, rapid population growth, with its consequent increase in human activities at the residential, commercial, and industrial levels, has meant that waste generation activities continue to be a challenge in the country. Currently, in total, we generate some 7,517,540 metric tons of waste. This situation, you would agree, presents enormous investment opportunities for which the private sector can take advantage. I would therefore reiterate my invitation for more private sector companies to collaborate with government in creating business opportunities in the waste management space, such as waste to energy, materials recovery, recycling, and compositing. Government will continue to create an enabling environment where private sector players would have the opportunity to help provide sustainable waste management services in the country. Government remains committed to achieving our development objectives, as well as our targets under the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. That is health under Goal 3, waste and sanitation under Goal 6, decent work and economic growth under Goal 8, sustainable cities and communities under Goal 11, and climate change under Goal 13. Today, all over the world, the integrated waste management approach has been embraced as one of the most appropriate technologies in the management of waste. I'm glad to state the government is collaborating with the Jospon Group of Companies, of which Zoom Lion is a part, to set up 16 state-of-the-art integrated recycling and composite plants in all the 16 regions of the country. This is a good, positive intervention, and it would go a long way to help manage waste effectively. I've been reliably informed that the construction of the waste facilities, as I indicated in my message to Parliament on the State of the Nation earlier this year, is on course and at various stages of development in the different regions. Excuse me. The siting of such infrastructure in the regions comes with accompanying benefits, such as the creation of jobs, and an improvement in social amenities, such as good roads, potable water, and extension of electricity, all of which help improve the domestic economy. Fellow Ghanaians, the success of municipal waste management is tied to the collection and transportation of waste to the final disposal sites. Thus, the procurement of these 101 waste management trucks by Zoom Lion Ghana Limited will augment the existing fleet of vehicles to improve waste collection and transportation in the country. These are the first batch of 500 trucks that are being procured to assist in the sector. I commend Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, which has been at the forefront of waste management in the country, for the giant strides it has taken so far. I encourage the company to continue with its good work and help support government to make the country clean and achieve the Clean Ghana objective. With the imminent commencement of the 2021 population and housing census by the Ghana Statistical Service on Sunday, 27 June 2021, I urge everyone gathered here to help ensure a successful event. For the first time, the water, sanitation, and hygiene, i.e. wash sector, has been given prominence in the questionnaire developed for the census. We hope to use the reliable data obtained to plan and develop Mother Ghana more effectively. Accordingly, it is my pleasure to unveil the initial 101 new waste management trucks and 25 disinfection trucks. May God bless Zoom Lion us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. We're grateful to you, Mr. President, for your far-sighted leadership and your motivation for us even to do more. Mr. President, I think today I've heeded your call. I'm looking like you. This morning, Mr. President, it's my pleasure to invite a daughter of yours. She's one out of the 50 female drivers who have been trained by Zoom Lion for this purpose. It's my pleasure to invite Miss Mabel Abna Kwashiga.
Good morning, Mr. President. Honorable members of the state, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow workers. I'm Mabel Abna Kwashiga, one of the heavy-duty drivers of Just One Groups of Company, popularly known as Zoom Lion Ghana. I feel honored to introduce to you the Scania ST 2021 waste compactor, which with a 360 horsepower engine and a 4-wheel opticals drive. Your Excellency, the compactor is 20 meters cubed, which carries 12 to 13 tons of waste. Our training has been one of the best, setting up to deliver on your mandate, to us to ensure that Ghana becomes the cleanest country in Africa. I humbly invite you for a tour and practical demonstration at the end of the proceeding. Thank you.
Hello, Mabel. Mabel Kwashiga. Now go greet your father, the President of the Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. It is interesting to note that the great Fidel Castro said in 1973 that the world will come to us when America has a black president and the world has a Latin pope. It took 43 years, but in his lifetime, it came to pass. Today, we witness words and their power to effect change. Mr. President, we want to assure you that in your lifetime, in your tenure, you will see Accra and Ghana as the cleanest nation in Ghana, in Africa, because you have the great Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, you have the great Honorable Dan Botwe, and you have Zoom Lion and the great Dr. Joseph Sianwe Jepong, and a host of armed men and women who are ready to deliver on your mandate. To this end, we can only stand and invoke the blessings of Allah as we receive the representative of the Chief Imam, his spokesperson, Sheikh Aremiyao Shaibu.
Let us pray. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Almighty Allah, Almighty God, we want to give you thanks and praises in a manner that is befitting of your holiness and highness. Thank you for this morning and thank you for this program. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your favors. Thank you for your care. And thank you for the protection you have offered our country. Thank you for good leadership. Thank you for the life of the president and all ministers behind him. And thank you for everything that you have done for our country. Sanitation is good for our own health, and originally that is the way you made the world. That the world must be so clean in which humans dwell with comfort and prosperity. There has come a time when we have reneged on our duty to keep our environment clean, and so we become sufferers of our own negligence. But thank you for inspiration and for guidance that has led us to this level where we are here to outdoor this huge number of waste management cars that will help us to achieve the mandate of our president to make sure Accra becomes the cleanest city in our country. We thank you. We cannot do this on our own, so we invoke you, O Almighty Allah, by your mercy and grace, to inspire, strengthen our hands and our resolve, that we all, even as we do this, even in our minds, will pursue a step towards guaranteeing the cleanness and to improve our health. اللهم إني أسألك يا من يملك حوائج السائلين ويعلم ضمائر الصامتين وإن لك في كل مسألة سمعا حاضرا وجوابا عتيدا وإن لك في كل صامت علما ناطقا محيطا مواعيدك صادقة وعيادك واصلة ورحمتك واسعة ونعمتك سابغة أن تنظر إلينا بنظرة رحمة يا كريم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
May God bless you, Mr. President. May God bless Zoom Lion, and may God bless us all. Mr. President, respectfully, I shall invite you and the members of the official party, together with Miss Mabel Abna Kwasiga, to please proceed to the ribbon, where we shall cut the tape first.
One, two.
See.
Already standing wherever we are. At the President of the Republic, General Secretary Party, cut the ribbon and witness a demonstration
by Miss Mabel Abna-Kwashiga of one of the tracks. Thereafter, the President of the Republic will depart from amongst us, and we shall proceed with the rest of the program. On that line also. On that line. You know, it's a measure out there. Oh, wait, go around.
One, two. Hello?
To God be the glory. We commissioned these vehicles into the service of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited for total waste management services for the good people of Ghana. And there you have in your shots Miss Mabel Abna-Kwashiga demonstrating the use of one of the tracks for the viewing pleasure of the President of the Republic and the official party. Our efforts. Say, may God bless you, and may God bless our homeland Ghana, and make her great and strong.
The chair. So if it were a religious group, you would have said God the Son